April. How are you? I'm good. It's been cold and rainy here, but it's been a little bit sunny. Actually, it's been sunny enough that I will leave the house and go thinking that I could do something, and then it gets cloudy, and then it rains on me, and then I come back home having had a good, productive day, but drenched. Okay, so the floods are drying up a little bit, but they're still there, as you can see. So you might remember the covered market. And this little place. I don't know if I'm gonna get one today, but they have really good cookies. Yeah, people are looking at me like I'm really strange, so I think I'm gonna stop talking to myself now. Walk around with my hood up. Walk around like this. Well, it got cloudy and rainy again, so I think I might just pop into this building over here. The Bodleian Library, because I can do that. This is the outside, which you may or may not know. There's a better view of it. Okay, remember how I told you it was slightly disappointing because when we went in, it was just like a normal library inside? Well, that's true in the one room that I went in last time. But this time, I don't know, I went up some other way or whatever, and I found all these rooms that are like the library that you would normally have, like your library, my library, normal university libraries. They have these sort of, like these paintings, these murals along the ceiling of like old Roman emperors or House of Parliament people. I don't know, I didn't recognize who they were. Legit paintings of these famous generals and leaders and probably prime ministers, just historical figures. And they're just, you know, all over. And then there's all these old books. And then I was walking up the stairs and I saw this one room, and it's one of the reading rooms, and I just kind of peeked in, and it's like just all old books. Like it is what you think of when you think of the Bodleian Library, like the Harry Potter library or something. There's just like old books from floor to ceiling, and it's all kind of dark, and there's some benches, but they all have these ropes along them. And I just kind of walked in, and there's like a little woman, she's not really little, but you know what I mean, an old woman behind the desk, and she kind of looked at me, and I left. Even though I had every right to be there, I just didn't really know what the room was for or what I was supposed to do, and I was just like, okay, bye. And you weren't allowed to take bags or anything, and I had my purse, and I didn't want to have to drop it off, because you also couldn't take in water. I had a water bottle, and I didn't want to have to throw it away, because it was like a reusable water bottle, you know. Guess who else went to the Bodleian Library to study? Tolkien. I found it on their website. Let me go find a cool fact about the Bodleian, so it'll look important. The Bodleian Library. The Bodleian is a working library which forms part of the University of Oxford. First opened to scholars in 1602, it incorporates an earlier library erected by the university on the 15th century to house books donated by Humphrey, Duke of Gloucester. As the largest university library in the UK and one of the 5 legal deposit libraries, the library holds millions of printed items as well as manuscripts. I don't know why my British accent sounds that fake and snobby, but the chair that I was sitting in could be the chair that Tolkien sat in. I don't think so, because I doubt they had this kind of desks back then, but you know. The floorboard that I walked on, he probably walked on too. I've been doing lots of homework, which is very, very good, but at the same time, it means that our videos get very, very short. I don't feel like you want to hear about my essay topics and creative stories, because, you know, you'll get to read them. And when you read them in full, it's a lot better than sitting there and thinking, okay, how do you describe the point of a star in the sky? Sometimes you can spend like 20 minutes thinking about one word and how to describe it best. And then, you know, you'd think that you would just have a thesaurus, and so that's what you do. It's like, okay, I've used thick in this past sentence, so I needed a word other than thick. But then it's like, well, no, because if you use dense, it has a certain connotation, and you want a different connotation. And then, you know, why don't you say, like, why don't you describe it accurately? Like, how is it thick? Is it thick, like one sheet of thickness, or is it round thick, or is it like thickly knotted together? It's crazy. One of our very motivating speakers told us that you would make more money working at McDonald's for your life than being a writer. Well, I hope you're feeling better and that the cats are doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!